Okay, share screen is disabled. Can you enable, please? Okay, now it's enabled.
We're ready to go when you are.
Okay, we are ready. Nicola, you can start.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. We are the full-minded seeking app team called Food Truck. The idea is to educate customers and promote local production to minimize carbon footprint, food waste, and support supply chain disruptions. Next. The team is myself, Alejandro, and Federico from Argentina, Sajad from Iran, Ras from Canada, and Nina from UK. We are in 4 different time zones and present also in the UK. Next. So the current food situation is affected by COVID and Brexit, and this is contributing to uncertainty, which are emphasizing the importance of local food production due to potential food shortages. Other issues we are addressing are carbon footprint, food mileage, supply chain uncertainty, and food waste, and the profitability of local food producers. So the food market is large. There are various applications and platforms that target some of these issues. But our unique selling proposition of Food Truck is education and food safety, data collection to predict and prevent supply chain disruption, lowering food waste by selling non-standard products and promoting those that are overproduced. And last but not least, lowering the footprint by selling locally. So we have decided to address this issue, promoting local food production by educating consumers about the importance of local food production and enabling producers to advertise, create and demand and sell local products, providing alternative value chain and selling also niche products to reduce food waste and food mileage. We want to achieve all this through the Food Truck application, which has different features, including the ability to recall products in case there are issues with the product itself. Next. So we like to call this app like a virtual local farmers market in your pocket. Everything is there and people can buy and sell and educate itself about all the challenges of food and local food possibilities. The market size is potentially very large in terms of local consumers. Imagine a city of 1 million people, there are about 600,000 people, potential customer, around 200,000 families. I mean, imagine that each person spends £5 per day. This is over 1 billion per year. And there's also a lot of people that can get educated through this app. Next. In terms of scaling up, we intend to start in one region, in one county, and provide education and advertising platform that acts as a marketplace that mediates between producer and consumer. If the test goes well, we want to scale up by going to other regions, other counties, and other countries. And eventually, we think we can also add local delivery managed by the platform with electric vehicles. Next. We think that an initial budget of £150,000 will suffice. We plan to spend about 2 million for every 100,000 customers each, and in total spending between 10 and 12 million investment. The revenue will be from product sales, from public initiatives, public contribution, and also from selling data. We believe that with 600,000 consumer, we will generate a turnover at scale of 72 million with an EBITDA by year of 6 to 7 million. Thank you very much. We hope this is meaningful, and we thank the organizer for this.
Excellent, good stuff. Thank you very much. We haven't got time for Q&As on this one. Can we have Team 0 ready to go live, please? The time starts now. Okay, did you want to stop sharing your, that's it. Team 0, we ready? Team 0, hello.
Hey, can you hear us?
Hey, right, you ready to go live?
Absolutely.
Perfect,
No.
let's go. Over
Okay.
to you.
So let me quickly share my screen and let me know once you're able to see the same. Hitesh, are you there with us?
Yeah, we've got literally, you guys have got 5 minutes each team, so don't forget you're eating up on your time. There we go.
Okay, so if you're able to see our screen, we can get started. Essentially, what we did was we have, in fact, with us, and I know he might be joining in the process of joining. We had a farmer in our team who was a dairy farmer, Hitesh, who was a part of our team, and one of the major pain points that came out was predictability and having a system of trust with all the stakeholders of a farmer, right? Previously, predictability was limited to driving only day-to-day instances, right, like weather. But now predictability is relevant when it comes to supply chain, when it comes to produce, when it comes to trade wars, how all of these impacts the farmer. It is just a multipliable factor, right? So when we started off with the challenge, what we first did was we tried to create a design system which was driving data democratization and enabling a system of trust across stakeholders, right? All of this while having the human very much in the center of the entire action, right? So what we did essentially was we took the data that is already available in the market by and large and built a system which overlays the data on top of overlays user data and actual live data from systems like Vultus, from satellite data, and also data that is open data that is available already from UK government websites and other data websites to define a prescriptive system which gives the farmer to say enough capability to say that yes, if I have these combinations of fertilizer, these combination of crops, then this will be my target yield, possible target yield, right? In the process of doing this, we had, of course, a lot of challenges, but we also had a lot of wins. To quickly summarize the challenges, our major challenge was we started off with the focus of creating a product, but we realized that to address the problem statement, you don't need just a product, you need a platform, right? And while creating the platform, we identified lots of challenges saying that, okay, if you have to do an MVP, it needs to be absolutely minimal in focus, right? Absolutely focused, right? And then also we all had a win, right? We were able to create the complete roadmap. We had challenges, of course, also in integration of APIs and financial analysis of the target data, but we overcame all of that. Also, one of the major wins was that we were able to identify a subscription model, which was driving long-term gains for end user and also for us as a company, as a business, right? While all of this has been done in the past, what has been done in the last 48 hours, what is also something that we need to consider is that we need to do a lot more market research and fine-tune the launch strategy and actually develop the components that are a part of the platform. So when we started off deep diving into the idea, we have a large, I would say, a mind map in the Miro website, but given the time constraint, we did not want to delve into that. What you have here right now is a kind of a snapshot of the different ideas that we had put out together. We were able to create a scope of the prototype, which is basically, called out here in the part.
Hello. Hi, I'm really sorry. This is the highs and lows of the hackathon. We've run out of time for your presentation. We're on to the next one. Yep, if you could quickly go through your slides quickly, because we need to move on to the next team. And we don't forget the judges.
Yeah, sure. So you have this.
Yeah, no, we've got to move on. So whoever's controlling the slides.
Yeah, not a problem. This is the launch plan, this is the service plan. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Lovely. All right. And we've got, the judges have obviously got access to your project presentation, so we'll go through that. Okay, next team then, please. 5 minutes from now. Can you start sharing your screen so the other team can come on?
Hello.
Hello.
Next team is that agromaniacs.
Yep, perfect. Good. Did you want to go live now?
Okay. Can you see my? Can you able to see my screen?
No, we can't see her as yet.
Okay, 1 minute.
This is why hackathons can be so brutal at times for their presentations. It's awful. I've been in your position, but we're losing minutes. Oh, this is tough. This is so tough. This is really tough. Oh. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Hello. So here we are the team Agromaniacs, and we are going to develop a sustainable designing farming system which can protect, improve, and enhance the soil productivity and production, which is the harmony with the environment and the modern development. So we take the challenge of soil productivity because the soil productivity challenge is at alarming stage, and what the reasons for the soil infertility across the globe are the loss of soil biodiversity, loss of vegetation cover, and I'm directly going to show our sketch of a farming model where we are trying to give a farming system where we put protective layers. First, protective layers of the channel which reduce the soil erosion and flooding system, and we can reuse that water for the irrigation system. The second protective layer is of the native indigenous species, diversified species, and third is of the grasses, high grasses. So this can this combination can give less pest attacks, less soil pollution and erosion, because ultimately if we want to increase the soil productivity, we have to protect our surface soil, and for that we have to protect soil pollution. And the third thing is land degradation and for deforestation. So we are going to plan the structure according to ages, and in that we are going to plan to develop different practices with 4:1, 4:1 ratio, with 6:1 ratio, with 4:2:1 ratio, and the farm pond with where azolla can be produced, and where all farmer can be self-sustainable to produce everything. And what are the challenges and wins in there? The challenges is to for the implementation, and wins are a lot of wins, so that this is the harmony with the ecosystem and environment. There is a self-sufficiency of farmer, and here is the main thing, that why our idea 360-degree gives 360-degree solution about soil productivity is because of this restored soil productivity rapidly than any other processes, and this is with the hand-to-hand in the modern technology and ancient knowledge. So this is a perfect combination of our ancient knowledge, our self-experience and innovation in our field, and various modern technologies which can give which is very cost effective and which can be useful for the different strata of producer, consumer, and also for the industrialist. So this will help to increase the plant immunity, plant immunity, plant rhizosphere immunity, and plant various across the globe there are very climatic conditions, and this system can be acclimatized in every climatic condition. So
hello, hi. Oh my goodness, and breathe.
Hello.
Excellent, good stuff. So next team, please. Well done. We need to go on to the next team. So is soil and water ready for us?
Yes, we start.
Perfect. Go.
I'm sorry for the noise around me. I'm sorry.
Oh. I'm actually nervous for you all. I feel really nervous for you guys. Okay, good stuff. Right.
Just a moment, please.
Okay, we're eating into your minutes. Good going, guys. Let's keep going. Brilliant.
Now can I start?
Yeah, all good. Let's go.
Our topic now is soil and water. We find that importance of water and green land in our life. The main problem we find that rain and floods damages the soil and crops, which affects agriculture. We have some statistics. We found that floods cause 20% of cumulative production loss in crops and livestock, which means amounting to just under $19.5 billion. And this graph describes how agriculture damage by money, I mean, which reason high damage in agriculture. We have 31 million kilometer square arable land, and we have over 100,000 kilometers per year are lost because of bad use. Solution: we are delivering a service through a campaign to prevent damaging the soil and reuse the excess water from irrigation and rain and floods. Our service contains three main functions. We want to change yield structure, modify water irrigation system, monitor and control the whole system. The idea is to change yields from horizontal plane to inclined one. This will be demonstrated in the prototype we made. Next slide, we have prototyping first sinking. That's what we came out for from the first sinking. We just want to make an inclined plane in the surface so that it can be easy to collect water from the rain and floods. That's our last design as a concept. We want to make a curve like an inclined plane so that we can be easily absorb water or any excess of water during rain or floods or even irrigation. Our process is easy. It contains 1 to 3 steps. First step, rainwater starts flowing through the direction of the inclined plane of the soil. 2, we collect unneeded water from side containers and we monitor the system remote. The third thing, filter water from unneeded elements and reuse the water for irrigation. Monitoring the system through application is, of course, is a must so that we can measure the percentage of any unneeded elements. And of course, it can help if we need to collect the water and reuse it or recycle it again. Our value, we have 3 values: reduce cost of planting crops, rain can be collected, saved, and filtered than used for irrigation. The third one is we want to make a community connected and spread the idea. This is our comparison between horizontal farming and inclined farming. Horizontal farming is a regular one. We are describing an inclined farming technique, as mentioned before in the prototype. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you very much. I'm not sure if there's no questions that have come through as yet, but good work. Well done. You've kept it within the time frame. And I'm sure that we'll come back to you after when we've gone through your presentations as well. Good work. Okay, next team.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next team. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hi there. So my colleague Sam will be sharing the screen in terms of what we want to share, and then I will walk through it. Sam, are you there?
Yeah, lovely. We're just all waiting for you now.
All right, thank you. I'm just waiting for my colleague Sam, so please don't start the timer until I start speaking.
Yeah, unfortunately the timer's on.
Okay, so I'm just, okay. Sam, are you sharing your screen? Can you please share the screen, Sam?
Oh.
Sam?
Perfect, amazing.
Right, okay. Hello, everyone. So we are Farm Smart, and the problem that we're trying to address here is pest control. So if we just look at key statistics here, you know, you can see the significant problem it is in terms of how much farmers are impacted by this problem of pest control. So what can we do? We're trying to bridge the gap between the traditional pen and paper methods of controlling pests to very advanced technology of using satellites and drones, which can be very expensive, not always accessible to all the farmers, and in fact not that accurate. So what do we offer here in our solution here? Number one, we offer the ability to identify and map the images taken, which could be taken with a simple, you know, straightforward any device that can take pictures, upload those pictures, map them to the actual specifics, names, the details, and also their location, and then get more information about them. Now, what I would do is I would actually like to move to our web app that's going to maybe add a bit more color to what I'm trying to explain. So what you do here, you log in, you upload your image, then it over here it's a wheat example, but the primary use case would be also, well, actually you would want to track the crop species as well as the insect pest species. Then the idea was it would bring up information as to what species it is, the details of it, seasonality, nature, and then you would be storing that information in terms of the location and the dates, location and date timestamp, and then with that stored information, the idea is you track the movement of the species of the different crops and different pests, different insects over time in terms of how they're moving, in terms of direction, in terms of volume, concentration, frequency. Are there any correlations in different growths of different species? Do they move together, against each other? There's a lot of scope in what can be tracked using this application here. And you know, vast amount of data can be collected and analyzed without the farmer having to have you know, statistical background. Now, once that's done, this can obviously feed into proactive pest control to allow farmers to significantly reduce the pest concentrations, if not totally eliminate it. So here's the idea. Let me also present to you our website that we've put together. Now, if I go to quickly to services tab, that summarizes what we would be offering, as I already touched on, but just quick overview. Number one, what do we offer is identify the crop and pest species, the exact species entry points to be identified, mapped to the database. Then also map it to the exact location with detailed coordinates. Then to monitor the movement of those pests and the crops, and also then to do proactive control. So here we are. Clearly there is, I mean, this is a product in development. There's a lot of scope. There's a lot of work still yet to be done. But I think this product has huge potential, huge market out of there, not just for individual farmers, but also big farmlands. So I think there's a big market out there, big potential in terms of the scope, in terms of the wide range of species that can be captured, wide range of analytics that can be run. So yeah, this is our product. Over to you, the judges. Any questions, anything that I've missed, anything you would like to ask?
Well done, first of all. Nice work.
Thank you.
On that. I know that the project submission, we were having problems with that. So we'll go through that in a moment. So thank you very much. We'll get on to the next team and then I'll address everyone afterwards.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Okay, so now we've got cow space, I believe. Hello. Okay, general. Where are we on? So look. Okay, have we got the final team on at the moment? Kevin? Hello? Oh, no. Okay, right. Well, what we're going to do, I know that this is the first time for a lot of people with the hackathons, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. It's brutal. It's really tough. When you think of it, there's some hackathons. We've been really fortunate that there's only 6 teams that we were going to include on this particular drive. More often than not, we have around about 20, 25 teams. So this is where we have to be really strict on different projects, on different sort of hackathons that we host. This is why we have to be really, really strict on our time constraints. And if you guys are hopefully, from your experience with us this weekend, I really do hope that you kind of have enjoyed it, maybe in a statistic way from staying up all night and everything else, but I hope you have enjoyed it. And this is to help you as well, maybe for your next hackathons, that you will have to stick to your time frame. However, although the hackathons are brutal, the judges are actually really nice people. So what we're suggesting is we regroup at, I can take this, whether or not we do it from 3 o'clock or 3:30, I'll take a vote online with the people that's here. And I will say that let's do another round of presentations from every team, now that you guys know what we're looking at, with a 5-minute deadline slot. Shall we say that we come back at 3 o'clock? So that gives you half an hour to sort of practice your pitch again, go through it, so that we can literally go bang, bang, bang after each one. And then the judges, that'll give us a little bit of time as well. And then we'll come back with the winners after that. How do you guys feel about that? Yeah?
So you're saying this was a dress rehearsal?
Well, it wasn't supposed to be a dress rehearsal, but we'll take it as a dress rehearsal. So let's come back, because what we want to do, as I said, from you guys, this is the first time for a lot of people as well. So when we, as I said, the timelines that we have to be quite strict with it, quite brutal. So let's stick with the same order as we did on this particular challenge. Let's come back at 3 o'clock. It gives you guys another sort of 1 or 2 practice runs to do, go through your pitches one more time. And let's see if we can get this one rolling again collatively. Yeah?
All right, sounds good. And we have 3 minutes or 5 minutes?
Well, it depends on how long you take. If we've got, ideally, we would want it around about 3 to 4 minutes, just so that we can have Q&As. But I think what we should do is, if it depends on you guys. Looking at this, everyone overran quite considerably. The main thing is on the dot, every 5 minutes we change over teams. So make sure your screen's ready. Make sure everything is ready for you guys to pitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Good. All right. See you back at 3 then. Let's try again. Woo-hoo! Bye. welcome back again. We delayed them by 5 minutes just so that we can make sure that everyone is all ready and set up. I actually had one of the judges speak to me after I came off the call and called me a bit of a tyrant for being so strict on the time slots. But there we go. As I mentioned, this is where, with the hackathons, this is all part of it. As I said, we're looking at concept ideas to potentially move forward. When you are, it's something that we class as an elevator pitch as well, which is what the project presentations are. And this is where, when we had the 8 a.m. meeting, and I know not many people joined on that, well, actually nobody joined on it, and even sort of booking in some of the one-to-one slots that I allocated this morning, this helps you with your presentation. So hopefully in your next hackathons, because I hope that we haven't scared you off. Oh, we've got a tractor in the background. That's perfect. We might actually have that on the screen for permanent. That's amazing. And that's dedication for you. That's awesome. So yeah, so what we, from our side, or from hackathon's point of view, it's tough. Yeah, it really is tough. You're meeting new people for the first time more often than not. You're collaborating over different time zones. The deadlines, the pressure, it can be tough, but hopefully you can get a good buzz from it as well. And unfortunately, sometimes when it comes to the presentation, all of that hard work seems to just go out the window. As I've mentioned a couple of times before, I've participated in myself on a lot of hackathons, and we've spent 48 hours on it, and I've actually presented it and fluffed it up once, and it killed me for about 2 days. I was kicking myself for 2 days. So we're in a really good position to do this as a second chance. But again, for just future reference, really, from your side, it's really important to do your practice pitches, because there are investors that do listen in on these as well, especially sort of for some of the bigger ones, etc. So just bear that in mind. So I thought we'd leave it until 3:05 so that everyone can have their screens ready. As I said, have it up. Does anybody have any questions for me at the moment? Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to go through anything at all? No? Okay, you're all scared of me probably now. But I do love the tractor in the background. So right, we're going to just hold off for 2 minutes, because I said let's keep this onto the 5-minute limit, so you guys can actually get yourself ready. Who's the first team? Which one? Who's going to be presenting on the first one? Who's food track?
Us, Nicola.
Perfect, excellent. Okay, so did you want to bring your screen up ready? Just home screen ready, and then as I said, we'll wait a couple of minutes just to make sure that other people have joined in, etc. I love the fact we have a farmer in a field watching the presentations. You couldn't write this. This is amazing. Ross, where are you based?
I'm on the east coast of Canada. We're right in the middle of potato harvest, so
no.
I've been in and out. The team's been patient with me. I've been in and out all weekend.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. And the weather looks pretty nice out there as well. Is it cold?
Not too bad. Oh, yeah. It's about 10 C, 50 Fahrenheit. It's not bad.
Excellent. How have you found the hackathon?
I found it very interesting. As a farmer, I came with a multitude of problems, and this food track being one of them for sure.
Excellent. Good. Okay. Well, that's good that we've got the full round and the mixture of people. It's amazing. It's really, so thank you and welcome. Welcome to it. Right. So we're on 1 minute countdown. Ready to go. Okay. Right, let's hope everyone's in. We've got most people in. Perfect. Well, cool. All right, lovely. Okay, over to you then, Nicola. You ready to go?
Yeah, 1 second.
Good, go.
This is the full mileage tracking application and more from the food track team. We want to educate customer and promote local production to minimize carbon footprint, food waste, and supply chain disruption. Next. So it's Nicola from UK, together with Nina from UK, and then Alejandro and Federico from Argentina, Sajad from Iran, and Ross from Canada. Next. So the problem, the current food industry situation in UK is affected by COVID and Brexit. This is bringing uncertainty with reference to possible food shortages, and this makes local food production even more important. We are dealing with other issues like carbon footprint, food mileage, supply chain uncertainty, food waste, and profitability of the local food producers. Next. Food market is large. There are various applications and platforms. Our unique selling proposition is education and food safety, data collection to prevent supply chain disruption, lowering food waste, and lowering footprint. So our application is at the intersection of all this. We want to solve this issue by promoting local food production, educating consumer about the importance of local food production, and enabling producer to advertise and to sell to local consumers. Next. We will be doing this with Food Track, our application that has also a feature concerning food safety that gives the ability to recall production, notifying the consumers. Next. We call it a virtual local farmers market in your pocket. This is what it is. And doing a lot of amazing things just from your app, from your iPhone. The market is very large in terms of consumer and producer. Think about 1 million people city. They are like a potential turnover of 1 billion a year. And also a lot of people that can be trained in terms of education and the importance of local farming. Next. So what we want to do is we want to start in one region, one county on educational and advertising platform, acting as a marketplace, mediating between producers and consumers. If this works, we want to scale it up and introduce Food Track, our app, in other counties, in other countries. And eventually, we want also to consider delivering the product through electric vehicle. Next. So we think about an initial budget of £150,000. We think that it will take 2 million for each 100,000 customer. So in total, we plan to spend between 10 and 12 million. And our stream will be revenue from selling products, public education initiative, contributions, and also revenue from selling data. At scale, we believe we can generate turnover of 72 million, EBITDA over 6 to 7 million. We think it's a great project and we look forward to your support. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Wow, that was really good. Well done. Well done, guys.
Thanks.
Did you manage to have any time to do a demo or to have a look at some of the front-end application features? Or was it very much ideation and market?
No. I mean, if you look at the full presentation, we put
okay.
at least.
Did you have actually got another minute or two? Did somebody want to bring that up quickly, just to do a quick demo of that?
We don't prepare that.
Okay.
But in the deck we submitted, there are like 15 pages with different screenshots and so on. We thought that.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We develop an Android and iOS application that is built up and running. We make a video with that, but we don't prepare the presentation yet.
Okay, cool. Well, what we'll do is that we can, if after your presentation, why don't you upload that onto the Slack channel and the other guys can actually have a play about with it or have a look at it as well. That's amazing. Oh, look, we're already streaming and getting ready for the next one. Well done, guys, and good luck.
Thank you.
Ready to go.
Okay, you can hear me. Great. So let's start. Essentially, we started off with the problem statement that, okay, how, as a farmer, how can I have a consistent predictability to maximize my profitability and improve yield while creating long-term relationships with my partners. This is Team Zero, and we'll take you through our perspective on the problem statement, right? The goal essentially of the overall of our 48 hours hackathon was to create a solution which would drive sustainable efficiency and profitability. The idea was to create a system designed to foster long-term mutual gain partnerships, but essentially not limit ourselves to just one product, but have the capability to innovate at scale. That's part one. Part two, the second pillar, as we call it, it should ideally be a platform which should bridge multiple diverse consortia. And part three, it should drive data democratization through prescriptive insights on already data that is existing in different platforms and overlaying it with real-time data, satellite and user data. So I will quickly walk you through a prototype that we have. So if I log in, essentially we have, this is essentially where me as a farmer, I'm discovering different consortiums. And I'm saying that, all right, this is my price forecast for, let's say, urea, and there's the historical production data for wheat in different continents, for example, yeah. And then I go into what is my particular consortium data, and I'm saying that, all right, this is, for example, a predictive commodity chart, and saying that, all right, for Devon County consortia, I have a trend that, okay, my budget is always lower than the actual data. So it is not necessarily a good idea that, okay, we have budgets lower and rather have it more closer to the real data, right? Similarly, we also have data, for example, that, okay, what is the product sold over time? More of a time period data, yeah. And all of this is at a county at a consortia level, which is essentially driving the fact that a transparency between me as a farmer and the consortia itself. I also have me as a farmer, as earlier also we discussed, that we have different challenges now than we had previously. Our challenges are not just limited to weather, but a combination of weather, crop type, soil indicators, and a target yield. So the idea is that in actual solution, I would be able to click through this and identify that, okay, if I add different crops or add different soil or add different targets, then what would be my target yield, which is this basically data field which would be populated. Of course, we also have a quick video of 17 seconds, which essentially gives the gist of a platform. There's actually a production solution that was created. And as you can see, these are data sets that was taken in from Vultus data and also open source data, open source data, and mixed with what is actually a farming land idea. Yeah. Now, if I go further into a launch plan, any product is as good as the way the product is implemented. So the goal right now is we focus on an MVP, and then before we do an alpha launch, we have a proper Farmer Connect application created, which is essentially a social media for farmers. And beyond that, the goal is after post-alpha launch, we drive a supplier risk channel, which essentially says that for me as a farmer, all the suppliers that I'm buying products from, what is the supplier risk at a multi-tier supplier level and further on. Also, we want to create a system of trust, which is again a long-term goal. But in terms of monetization, we would ideally want to monetize through a subscription directly to the farmer and a subscription directly to the consortia. And of course, you have a free version of the app wherein you get multiple different flavors already, but there are certain parts which are limited to a paid subscription. For a consortia, you have a 3 months notice period. For a individual, there is no such notice period. We foresee that profitability in this case will come in at the end of year 2 and a year-on run of 1.29 million pounds post year 5. I'll take a pause for any questions.
Amazing, good work, well done. Just quickly, you mentioned, or looking at one of your slides, you had your different regions. What made you choose those regions of, because I think it was the UK, then Switzerland, then we looked at, I'm not sure if it was India, and then, yeah, so what made you choose these regions Correct. Here in order to go to market?
So the idea is that at least for the alpha launch, you would ideally go for regions wherein there is essentially a need, and there is historically, farming as an industry is going down, has a downward trend in terms of production and profitability. So that is essentially our alpha team selection.
Okay, thank you very much. Well done, guys. Well done. Okay, let's have the third team running. All good?
Okay, we are team Agromaniacs, and we are going to develop a sustainable farming structure which enhance the soil productivity with the production. So we production. So why we choose this topic, that soil productivity? It is that due to its alarming stage across the globe of reducing soil productivity, and no country can withstand with the loss of the soil production. So uh, so what are the reasons? This is our project title, designing a sustainable farming structure to protect, improve, and enhance soil productivity. So what are our designing goal, or what reason, because of what reason soil is infertile, that is loss of biodiversity, less vegetative cover, soil erosion, soil pollution, less degradation, desertification, acidification, and all. So how we are going to develop prototype? This is our prototype. And what is this? This is the our farming system, in which we are going to deal with all these reasons. That first is the outer canal. This is for managing the flooding and the drainage control. Second is a double layer protection with one native tree species and the grass that protect inner farming environment for any from any other sudden climatic changes. The third is the type of farming system which we are introduced. In the first, we introduced 4:1 system. In second, 6:1 system. And third, 4:2:1 system. This means that for main crop and intercrop relation in the ratio. And in fourth block, we are developed that self-sufficiency chamber for the producer, in which he can produce the compost, pesticide production, and a pond where he can grow the azolla and the fish culture. And azolla can be used as the livestock for livestock feeding, for composting, and for the food of the fishes. So what are the challenges? What are challenges are to they are highly precaution during the implantation, and there are a lot of wins. So why this is a 360-degree solution to soil productivity is that this system relate with the to restore the soil productivity than any other system, and can tolerate sudden climatic changes. This is system is hand in hand with the latest technology, increase in overall production, overall vegetative cover. That this system is beneficial to all strata, that producer, consumer, industry, and can be cost effective and accessible to poor, marginal, and big farmer. So this system has very high functionality rate, and to restore the soil productivity. And this is the main thing, that this is the fusion of our own innovative experience, ancient and new modern technology. So by this we can give the solution. So this is our these photos are from our farm. So we are implanting this system, and we get amazing result regarding any chemical or any synthetic material. So this give very amazing result from developing that system in our own farm. So thank you.
Excellent. Well done. We're definitely getting through these nicely. So I know you guys are based out in India, and I must admit, through doing the research that we conducted, AgriTech is huge out there. So are you guys at university? Just quickly, you're a university team, yeah?
Yeah, we are in the final year of agriculture degree.
Excellent, good stuff. And what's your degree specialities?
Our specialty is that we are doing agriculture degree as a general, and we are developing a ecosystem that ecosystem in the we restore the soil ecosystem, and try to analyze the changing climatic condition and soil requirement and crop requirement according to the climatic condition, and acclimatize the crops according to changing climatic condition with the
Brilliant.
initiate model
Good stuff. Sorry, cutting you off again. I feel really bad when I'm cutting people off mid-sentence again. Right, next team, let's go.
Yes, Miss Sarah, can you hear me?
Hi everyone, this is Diddy here.
I think it's my soil and water, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let's just run with this one and then we'll swap over. Yeah, it was supposed to be soil and water, actually.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. I can go afterwards. That's fine.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Oh. Nearly got it working. Soil and water. Yay. Good stuff.
I will return back. Our topic is about soil and water. There is the importance of water and green land in our lives. The problem we are facing that we find that rain and floods damage the soil and crops. According to our solution, we are delivering a service through a campaign to prevent damaging the soil and reuse the excess water. Our prototyping, I will speak briefly. We want to make the land curved with an inclined line and depth, such that we can collect water from rain and floods and collect it in a container. Then we can filter and reuse it for after recycling to use it again, and thus can reduce the amount of water used. Our process is mainly in 3 steps. We collect. We find rainwater starts flowing through the direction of the inclined plane of the soil. We collect unneeded water from soil containers, and we monitor the system remotely. The third point is that filter water from unneeded elements and reuse the water for irrigation. Of course, there will be a monitoring system such that we can collect data and find out the percentage of elements like salts that the soil don't need them. We also control the system and have an alert system if there is floods or excess of water. These are our values. We can reduce the cost of planting. We can collect water from rain and save it for another use. And also spread the idea and connect with the agricultural community. In this slide, you can find a comparison between our solution and horizontal farming for more reading, of course. Is there any question?
Yeah, cool. Thank you very much. So can we go back onto your last screen, the one just before?
One?
Yeah, this one. Did you want to just go through that a little bit more in terms of where you find yourself as your USP?
Yeah, of course. We have difference between horizontal farming and inclined farming, and we have also cost effectiveness. We can find in horizontal farming during rain or floods, the oxygen in the soil will reduce because of the excess water. We can find also that some chemicals can damage this soil. Also, we can find the damage of the crops are oversaturated. Our solution will prevent the damage in the crops and the soil by collecting the water. We can filter the water after storing it for further reuse. In case of cost effectiveness, we can find these losses and damages can return to governments to pay a lot of money to resurrect the yield. But our solution can cut off this amount of money regardless the cost of constructing the model.
Okay, brilliant. And what about a demo side? Were you able to sort of see how this would be presented to the end users? Were you able to work on anything like that this weekend?
We didn't plan for this yet, but as you know, we made the demo demonstration through images that I made it before.
Perfect. Good stuff. Okay, well done. Does anybody else have any questions for these? No? Okay, good. Oh, we're actually back on track. Next team then. Local species catalogue.
Hello, everyone. Yes, hi, everyone. So we are FarmSmart, a digital offering for pest control that would be affordable for individual farmers. We know there is an existing pest problem. Pests are unavoidable and they cause considerable crop loss. So here's what we're offering. Ability to identify and monitor crop insect species, store that data for the analytics engine, and then use it to generate dashboard of intuitive and useful analytics for monitoring movement of crop and insect population in terms of frequency, speed, concentration, density, direction, and much more. So this application can be used to track more movement of single and multiple systems of crop and insect life cycles with detailed analytics of any, and also factoring in any correlations within those population growth. Now, this can facilitate effective pest control as well as encourage pollinators' growth based on their seasonality and correlations with other insect populations. Let's have a look at the web app that we've built together, we've built so far for this. So what you would do here is you would be uploading the image, and that image would we would be using our technology that consists of taking individual pictures to note the location and time stamp of the species. We take the picture, process it through the pest and plant species API to get the most accurate details possible. We use all those details to then plot and map those occurrences in a time series fashion and other analytics methods that are used in current use today or to use today. We have also developed a website. So let's have a look at the website quickly. So here's our website. We've developed a website to launch it to the market and to introduce our product to the market together with a pitch book, detailed pitch book. So here I'm going to go through you can see the different tabs there are, in terms, it has interesting galleries, pictures, and so forth. But I'm going to move on to the services tab that captures the crux of it. So these are the four key elements to our offering. One is to identify the crops and pest species, and then locate their exact location with the coordinates, monitor their movement with respect to different aspects that I mentioned before, and then use that to do proactive pest control and encourage pollinators' growth. Going forward, we aim to build a large infrastructure to accommodate vast range of crop and insect species and exhaustive range of analytics and charts that are informative yet intuitive and easy for farmers to interpret and use in their farm management. So this is what we've put together so far. There's a lot of scope for growth, a lot of market out there. Any questions?
Yeah, well done. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Has anybody got any questions outright before I'll keep talking?
Can I ask a question? Carl here. What do you use to monitor the species? Are you using sensors in field, or is there some other method you're using?
So it would just be image recognition. Basically, the idea would be that you would just be taking a simple picture, and you would use your algorithms or API in the background to map it to a database of picture recognition system that you build in the background.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this will be done for crops and insects as well. And just bear in mind the insects can act as pollinators as well as pests, right?
Perfect. Good stuff. And in terms of the end user, how would you find that this benefits them in the immediate
First of all, it's they don't have to now tap into expensive solutions which need drones and satellites, which are accessible, but they're accessible to people who are operating at a very large scale, right? So this is a solution that is affordable, and it's going to be a lot more accurate because it's going to be focused very specific on specific species entry points, focused on individual farmlands. But our offering has the scope to be extended onto multiple farmlands across towns, cities, countries and regions, so forth.
Okay, and in terms of the UK, is there a particular challenge that you would start with, or a particular species, location, region?
Well, that's an interesting question. Yes, so we have thought about it. I think there's two schools of thought. You might want to either focus on species that are more popular in terms of, or more commonly grown, so you want to manage their pest control or encourage their pollinators. Or the other might be, you might want to focus on crop species that, they are more expensive to grow, or that once if they are damaged, it's a hard hit. For example, there might be certain species that take a lot of effort, time.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's yeah.
Well done. Thank you very much. Well done.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah.
And we have the last one, co-lancer.
Yes. Yes. So the idea is when you're taking a picture.
No. So we're moving on to the next team.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was ready to answer. Yeah.
Yeah. Is co-lancer here?
Yes.
Yes, brilliant.
Yes,
Good stuff. Did you want to go through your presentation with us?
Yes. Yes. Can the host let me in through my PC, Kevin? Because here it's on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Rob. Hopefully done. Are you in now?
The name is Kevin.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can do this on mine. Oh, I just realised there was a load of people not admitted in. Oh no, that's a faux pas on our side. Are you in?
Yeah, it's connecting. So
Perfect.
I'm just waiting.
Okay, great. Oh
Okay.
dear, it didn't pop up. Yep, is that okay? Oh, I need to smack myself in the back of the hand for this one, don't I? Me going on at you guys about this. Are you all good, Kevin?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. Good stuff. Over to you.
Yes, can you all see my screen? Okay, so our idea is about, we are about to develop a livestock app that will be able to ease the work for the farmers. So we are really looking to engage in the agribusiness using a livestock app. So this livestock app, the idea is for the app is for the people who are rearing livestock, and it will be a guide for them in order for them to increase their productivity, their profits, and also at the same time ensure that their work is made easier, and give them an easy access to information which will be available in the work. So we find that people usually have a very hard time at the beginning of livestock rearing, and also there are so many challenges that are involved along the way. So we are looking at a way to ease that process and make it an easy business to keep livestock as a business. So that will be able to help in the whole process. And also at the end, when you're looking at the final end of selling, it will also help with very important information to ensure that the farmer is able to get the best out of his produce. So the problems that we are looking at to fix is the productivity issues, also frustrations that people incur during the process, also the finance option, and also the pricing and the scarce analytics. So the solutions that we are looking to offer is we'll have a feeding system on the app that will provide information on the feeding system and strategies depending on the breed, age, and the region. And also there will be information on disease control to be able to provide information there so that you can know what time durations you can vaccinate your animals, and also the vets near you on the map, and also a lot of other information on that. So also we'll have other general information for keeping animals like milking and also hygiene practices that will also help in pushing for better productivity. Okay, so I think our product is the first in the market. It's also unique. I've not seen any other like this, so it will be the first one in the market. So our app will also include a warning system and analysis in case there are any price drops or any price increases expected in the near future, so that the farmers can have a better way to plan themselves prior in order to maximize on their profits. There will also be a chat feature on the app to help farmers to communicate with each other, share ideas, and also assist each other where they can. Also, we'll have a page on blogs, videos, and general information that will help the farmers in everything. And also information on waste disposal. We can see examples of using it as manure or for biogas, because biogas is more environmental friendly. So any questions on that up to there?
Yeah, could you go just have a look through your financials and how you think that this could go to market?
Okay, so we are looking at a 3-year plan. So depending on which region will be given and how many regions that will be considered, but this is what we are looking at as the gross profit. For year 1, it is 5.6 million. For year 2, it's 48 million. And then for year 3, it's 216 million.
Brilliant. Wow. Okay. Awesome. And well done for sort of drafting this up. So I know this was a big push for you. So welcome and well done. Okay. Good work. Does anybody have any questions at the moment, or are we all good? Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. Okay, so teams, we're going to go away and deliberate. If you could stop sharing your screen, that'd be amazing now.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to carry on. Going through some of the judging panels, go through the scorecards. First of all, well done, everybody. The presentations were absolutely awesome. If you're all good, come back at 4 o'clock. Everyone happy with that? Thumbs up, maybe just a virtual thumbs up, a little one, because everyone's gone all quiet now. All right, well, sure, good, thank you. At least I got a response back. All right then, guys, thumbs up. See you at 4 o'clock. Well done. See you.
Cheers, bye.
Bye, bye. Hello? Anybody there? Can we see some faces, if possible? Yeah. Hey. Hey. Okay, so the scores are in. The scores are in. So there was half a point difference between team 1 and team 2. So this is really super close. So first of all, congratulations to the winners of Team Food and Track. Yay! Well done. Good stuff. Yes. Yay! And then the second team is Team 0. Congratulations. And in third place, we have Local Species and Local Species Catalogue. So well done, all of you guys. I hope you have enjoyed it over the weekend. So from our perspective, what do we do from here? So TH.0 is an advocate to make sure that these ideas and these concepts, actually, we do try and make sure that these are followed through. So what I would like to do is we're going to message each of the teams individually. Oh, Alexandra, the winners, you must have just missed that one. So first prize goes to, or first team is Food and Track. Second is Team 0. And third is Local Species Catalogue. But there was only 1 or 2 marks in it. So it was really super close. So well done. Congratulations, everyone. So what we would like to do from our perspective, I'm going to send you through a link, and I would like to arrange, obviously dependent on time zones, etc. I would like to arrange an hour call with either a representative or the entire team, if at all possible, during the course of this week. So from our perspective, we will have a good discussion with you. We're going to try and introduce you, should you wish to take this further. We would like to introduce you, all your concepts, to a number of our clients, a number of influencers within the industry sector. If you guys have a think, if you guys would like to take this further, we're here to help you. We have a mentorship program that we're able to offer amongst our clients. We will guarantee that we will guarantee that you will be met, or you will meet with 3 key decision makers or research labs from your perspective. We have a number of observers that's been present throughout the course of this weekend, which I'll speak to tomorrow. And with your permission, I will ask them to contact you directly in terms of some of the offerings that we have. We're going to be putting a post up, we're going to be putting a blog out, and we're going to upload examples of your work as well. And as I said, what we want to try and do is make sure that we introduce these concepts into the relevant people. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's joined us for this weekend. I hope you've enjoyed it. And is there anything you'd like to say to me, or anything you want to sort of go through?
Sarah, I was a minute late. Could you repeat the first and the second and whatever was the prizes? I'm so sorry.
That's okay, no problem. So there was half a point between the first and second place. First place is Food and Track. Second place is Team 0. From our perspective, what we'd like to do is introduce the teams. I'd like to book an hour slot in with everybody during the course of this week to do a full feedback session with you guys. We would like to make sure that we can potentially look at the propositions that you guys have put forward, introduce the individuals to influencers, guarantee 3 meetings should you guys wish to carry on with that. From a recruitment or a job perspective, we're going to be able to introduce you from that, because we do have a team of recruiters that we can help with, and our clients that have been observing during the course of this weekend. With your permission, we'll ask them to message you directly, and there's other offerings such as free subscriptions, access to data analytics, etc., but we'll publish that through tomorrow for everyone.
And Sarah, there were,
Perfect,
I think I remember monetary prizes, right? Can you remind them?
There's unfortunately onto this particular side, we didn't release any monetary prizes on this one. However, from the clients that we're going to be introducing you to, we'll look at the incubator fund from what we've got, and this will be based upon your hour slot from this. So this is what we'll be doing on your hour presentation. We'll go through to the incubator funds. We'll try and go through go to market, and if you guys wish to go ahead with the details, and that's what we'll do for you.
Great.
Yep, good. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Congratulations, well done, and look forward to speaking with you during the course of the week. Thank you.
Sure, absolutely. Cheers.
Thank
Take
you
care.
very
Bye.
much. Bye, guys.
Thank you.